opening up to the world, Rwanda Air is giving media flight experience from the Accra International Airport actually. Now we are at Lagos and I want to go into the captain's cabin to talk to the pilot who brought us here safely. Hi sir, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, how are you?
I'm well, and you?
Yeah, good.
We enjoy the flight from Accra to Lagos. How many more hours do we have to get to Kigali?
So Kigali is going to be 4 hours 10 minutes. And the Accra will be 45 minutes only.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is this the state of art flight, or it could be better?
Yes, this is modern, because Boeing 737, as you know, 800, and with the sky interior. So I think this was a modern aircraft.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's computerized, as you see.
Okay.
Yeah, so everything is technology. So I think the flight is modern. Yeah.
Okay.
The airplane is modern. It's a new version.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much for that. So we have been talking to the captain. It's a privilege. Let me just sit and pretend as if I'm also flying.
Yeah.
So let's see how we arrive in Kigali and then come back safely to Ghana if I am the captain of this plane, Rwanda Air. Well, let's see.
Which automatically illuminates when in contact with water. Should oxygen masks drop from the compartment above your seats, please remain seated.
It took us about almost 5 hours to touch down at the Kigali International Airport. Well, it was a safe flight, a smooth flight, and for as long as I am here, I will be experiencing Kigali, Rwanda. We'll tell you more. Coming to you all the way from somewhere in Rwanda. We are the Iby'iwacu culture village. This village historically reenacts what happened. It's a historical village, what I mean to say, reenacting the history of the people of Rwanda. So we'll go in and get more insight about what exactly happens here. But it is the cultural center where history is lived right here. My name is Gladys Osei Oredu. Innocent.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Well, I'm fine. How are you too?
I'm well. Okay, so we're happy to be here with you at Iby'iwacu Cultural Village. Run us through what exactly happens here.
All right. This is very good, nice question. Actually, you are seeing these people. They are different. They are in different uniforms. We were dancing. They were performing for this team of the students. We have the tourism students who come here for running, actually how Rwandan culture is given to the guests who are coming in Rwanda.
I hear you relevant history of the Rwandan people. Tell us a bit about that also.
Okay. In here, we are now Rwandan culture providers, and we have also different activities which are offered for these guests who are coming to visit our cultural village. Normally, we have, first of all, the King's Palace as the really house. We take in people and do explain them how Rwandan country were headed by, how the Rwandese were headed by His Excellency, the King of the country. We have also medicine man as someone who explained the tourists, the guests who are coming here, about how many years ago Rwandan people were treated themselves by using herbal medicines.
What is the history of Rwanda?
Rwanda is normally the country of 1,000 hills, and also beautiful country, but also the country who had problems before 20 years ago. So this country had genocide, which has killed many people in our country.
Right. When the old man was dancing, I saw him kind of behaving like a gorilla. What is the history of Rwandans and gorillas?
Okay, Rwanda, I know in Africa, it's one of 3 countries having the mountain gorillas. After DRC and Uganda, Rwanda is the 3rd one. So that man knows how very well gorilla walks in the forest. He knows how very well gorilla enjoys bamboo leaves and also other kinds of leaves. That's why he performed in front of those guests. This village is here since 2007, and means that we now have almost 8 years ago offered our activities in this place.
How many people are here in this community?
In here, we are service providers. We are 35 service providers, but because now we are the former poachers representatives, even those former poachers who are not here are inclusive in the number of the members of this cultural village. When you do the average, you count 800 people.
Leonidas is the old one who has been very energetic this afternoon. I just can't wait to hear how it makes him feel when he sees guests and he's putting up that beautiful performance. Leonidas, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Great.
Barola Leonidas, he does his introduction and says that he's the one of poachers, these people who have been the forest killing animals.
How long have you been doing this, and of what meaning is it for you whenever you get to do this?
Through how I learned this, he has learned them. He learned this when he was so child, continued when he was growing up to now he's good dancer as you saw him performing. And since when he was child, that's when he continued being the good performer, and even when they were poaching, that's why he stopped going back to the forest, because he knew when he's employed by any Rwandan culture site or organization, he would be able for performing, because he knew he had something which could help him as so much as he wanted. By this moment, he added on that he has 8 years ago doing this, and from there he now has the job which pays him, and every month he gets money, he gets something, and that amount of money helps him to survive as well. He now very feeling better. He's no longer suffering from the bad life and whatever.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And the lady who experienced it live is here live with us. I'm jealous. Hi, Gladys.
Hi, Mamavi.
Okay, so you went to Rwanda. We've heard very good things about Rwanda.
Yeah.
Your impression about the country?
Very, very impressed. It's a clean country. The cleanliness doesn't just stay in the capital city, Kigali, but even beyond Kigali, the villages. I don't remember driving on any untarred road.
Okay.
Even through the villages, and this wasn't like selected points our hosts wanted to take us randomly. We just, do you have this? For instance, this cultural center was not planned.
Okay.
We just requested that, we would want to see the typical Rwandan culture. And, okay, there's this place. So we were just en route to Kigali, back from the Congo border. And, okay, we asked for it, and, okay, there is this place we can go. The scheduled place was actually the kangaroo, the kangaroo zoos, yeah. But we couldn't make it because we were here.
Oh,
we spent all the time here,
right.
and we never drove on any untarred road. We never saw any gathered or pieces of rubbish by roadside. In fact, there are uncovered gutters, but they are not smelling, they are not dirty, they don't have sand in them, and it's impressive, yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk about, you know, when you touched down at the airport.
Yes.
What was it like?
Security is superior to them and orderliness. So right from the airport, you go through your security scanning, you get your visa on arrival, and you go through security scanning, and we thought, yes, it was at the airport, so that's okay, it's in place. We get out, and the typical Ghanaian me, I'm just, you know, the car is parked there, so I'm just crossing the pavement to get there, and the gentleman goes like, no, this way. So
Follow the route.
Follow the route. So I was like, oh, okay, I mean, I have to just obey. And we have to go around and come to the car. In fact, in Ghana here, it won't happen. I doubt. I won't do that. but
you know, no shortcuts to heaven.
No. You obey the rules, and they are used to it, so it's very normal to them. The following day, when we went through town, we were a bit worried because you meet policemen, and they're all very armed, and in fact the gun is just pointing down, and people are walking right in front of it. In Ghana here, people are very scared to even walk by the policeman who has tagged it in at the back, but it's there, and we're worried. We're like, oh, won't it go off? I mean, this is pretty dangerous. And they're like, no. They are trained, they're professionals, they know when to use it, but they're very friendly. It is for everybody's security. And
maybe because of their history.
Perhaps, but they haven't taken anything for granted, even afterwards. They don't make joke of any situation at all. They are very principled, and they go by that. So, and it's very comfortable eventually. Just after 2 days, we're very relaxed. You know, security is assured. You can walk to any corner of the country, and you're not worried about you'll be attacked or no.
I hear you bought, was it kelewele or spring rolls or something, and they gave you.
And we're giving electronically generated receipts.
Okay, wait, hang on. Maybe you bought it from a restaurant, like a proper place.
No, Mama V. It's kind of a rest stop, but it's just by the roadside. The ordinary kebab stands you get here in Ghana that you just walk there and buy your kebab. We stopped there and bought, and the guy printed out the receipt. So I was like, whoa, this one, what kind of flex is this? So we wanted to still experiment to be sure. So we stopped at a different point randomly. And again, we were given a printed receipt. So we asked, why are these people, why is it that it's very common? And our chaperone explained that once the receipt is printed, it goes straight, it registers straight at their Auditors General's department for taxation, and that in Rwanda they actually queue to pay their tax because they have their money's worth.
They queue to pay
look forward to it. So, for instance, the last day is on the 15th of every month, and today is 17th. So it means if anybody hasn't paid by close of today, the person is in trouble. You pay your penalty, and then if you don't pay the penalty, and unfortunately for you, you are invited by the Auditors General Department. That is another trouble for you.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I mean, they obey their laws. They are proud about that. They all speak the same language. At the point, I wonder why is it written in the space and.
Why no English?
No. I mean, as in talking about their country.
So the principles.
The principles.
Okay.
They are very simple. It's kind of a routine. Doing what is right is a routine for them. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, there'll be few minors here, but generally, yeah.
The place where you went, where the dance and everything was happening. What's the name of the place?
Iby'iwacu village, cultural village.
Iby'iwacu.
Yeah.
And you say the history is these people were originally not living there.
No. The history, according to how it was narrated, is that they were poachers. And when eventually, after the genocide, they wanted to rebuild the country. You know, tourism is one key revenue source for them. And so every aspect of tourism, they wanted to protect that and make revenue of that place. So they got these people who would go and hunt for the wildlife to resettle them and give them something to do, give them something new that will earn them a living, so it won't be attractive for them to even go back to the forest to, hunt the wildlife, so that the wildlife will be conserved for tourist attraction.
Okay.
And so they were settled in this community, and according to him, there are just about 35 service providers, but in its entirety, there are about 800 projects, that is with including the families, everybody.
Living in that community.
Living in that
and
community.
reliving the history.
And reliving the history
Okay.
to make a living.
All right, so more of that coming your way right now.
Plant medicine or herbal medicine. So here's the different plant for different disease, especially for this, it's for food poison. Yeah. So as you see, we have this motto, see, Rwandan laboratory. So for this, we have been using for making the flour and for transforming the medicine. So he's going to show us how traditionally they get the medicine for curing some disease.
Okay.
So
uyu muti uvura indwara yitwa uburozi dushyira mu isekuru tugasekura.
So he's saying that this is the medicine for food poison. Once someone poisoned from the food, he can use the lobelia, then he put on the local laboratory on the wood, then he add on young siso that planted here, and session men. Then he pound. So he's going to pound as the way of looking how he can get the medicine. So after getting the juice is still your medicine. So he can take it in the cup, then he add on some water. After adding on some water, he gives to someone suffering for food poison. After drinking this medicine, like 2 days, 3 days, the food poisoning get out. So after 15 minutes after drinking that medicine, someone who really suffered, he starts pain in the stomach, then he starts vomit and he diet. Vomit and diet. Then as the way of putting out the poison. Yeah. So he's going to show us how they can make it. So this is the medicine. Do you want to smell? Yeah. So can put on the calabash. This is the local cup. Add on some water. Then he mix. Then he squeeze. After squeezing, you see, this is the medicine. Then they drink. After drinking, yeah, the food poisoning. So we have the. So he's saying that this is the medicine for men.
Okay.
Sometimes once a young boy, once a young boy get married and he become unfunction, so he can use this medicine. So it's natural Viagra. Yeah. So after using this medicine.
Well, I'm just coming out of the hut that in historic moments will belong to the princess and her servants and perhaps her advisor. It's really been revealing what I have come to learn of the Rwandan history. I believe you also got some revelations there. This has been Gladys Osei already. Interested, but I'm sure I'll be doing this till daybreak. Yeah, don't give up. Let's do it together.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I still remember. Yeah, there were 3 different dances in one.
Yeah.
They keep changing the dance moves.
Yeah.
So you go like that, and then the footworks begin to join in. It's fun doing
But you did fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
But I tell you what, we have amazing culture in Ghana.
We do.
But we don't sell it like these people do sell it.
Exactly. That's because this community is there 24/7. Anytime you go in, of course, you won't go midnight, but I mean, they are there. That's where they live. And whenever you arrive there, you're a foreigner, you pay $20, they entertain you full time.
That's it.
That's it. And for the indigents, they just charge them $10. But just to raise funds to support the people, and also build to grow the cultural the community.
When are you going again?
Hopefully soon, because it's a good point for vacation.
You take me?
No problem. Rwanda will make that possible for us. Yes, so I mean it's a good point for vacation. Anybody can consider that. It's a very peaceful, serene country. I met the Ghanaians there, and there are a few Ghanaians living there.
Okay.
And they, from how they sound, they don't see themselves coming here
back to Ghana.
Kind of, I met one lady who says that I was in Ghana for just a week. I couldn't survive because of the jumso. And she's a Ghanaian. So,
amazing.
Yeah, they're doing fantastic. It's a very I'm glad I made the trip. It's beautiful. Yeah.
I'm happy for you. Yeah. And jealous at the same time.
Don't be, I'll take you. I've told you, Rwanda will make that possible for us. I'll go into Iby'iwacu village and you do the dance too.
Okay, cool. But thank you for sharing your experience.
Sure, thank you,
with us. We'll see how this will change in the course of this whole program. Sometime to come, we will talk about tourism. We're going to be talking about it as an entire subject. You look at South Africa and how they are selling their country with things that they would do. I mean, buy a ticket for you, give you a hotel, sleep in, experience our country, and tell our story. Rwanda is also doing that. You heard it from Gladys. What is Ghana doing? That's the story that we'll tell sometime pretty soon. But up next is my banner. We're talking about that demonstration that unfortunately ended violently. But the center of that, it's a new voters register, if you like. So details of that coming your way. Please do stay with us.